Good morning, everyone. Last class we were discussing about the lesson motion and time for class 7th standard physics chapter, right? So in that motion and time, we have discussed about the types of motions and we have defined the types of motions, right? Then again we have discussed about the time, what is the sign of time, that also we have discussed. Then the what are the types of times that how we are going to measure the time with the help of other instruments or devices, that also we have discussed. So again we have discussed about the pendulum. With the help of pendulum also we are going to measure the time. Right? On the basis of the pendulum we are going to do some of the problems. So here we have discussed, they have given some of the problems. So first problem, a simple pendulum takes 32 seconds to complete 20 oscillations. So it means a simple pendulum. So this is a now. So this is the bob. So this simple pendulum, right? So this simple pendulum takes 32 seconds. It takes 32 seconds to complete 20 oscillations. It means it will rotate 20 times from here to here, here to here. So to complete 20 oscillation, it takes 32 seconds. So you have to calculate what is the time period of the pendulum. So you have to calculate the time period of the pendulum. So solution for this. So first thing you have to write down the given. So what are the given? So here time they have given, total time how much? 32 seconds. Right? Total time taken by pendulum is how much? 32 seconds. So time they have given 32 seconds, and the how many oscillations? 20 oscillations. There's the number of oscillations how much? Number of oscillations. Number of oscillations 20. So now you have to find what? Time period. So these whatever they have given in the question, that thing you have to write down first. So what they have given? Time they have given, time I have written here. Then how many oscillations they have given? 20 oscillations they have given. That means I have written here. Then they told to calculate the time period of that pendulum. Then time period is the question mark. Right? That thing you have to measure. So we have the formula for time period. That is what? Time period is equal to. So what is the formula for time period? Right? So the total time taken by the pendulum to the number of oscillations. Right? So we have the time period definition. That is the time taken by the wave to complete one oscillation. But here they are given 20 oscillations. That's why the total time taken by the pendulum to complete 20 oscillations. That is the formula for here. So here what a total time taken by pendulum to the what a number of oscillations. Right. So total time movement 32 seconds. Then the number of oscillations how many? 20 oscillations. So now divide it. It is what? 2 tens are, then 2 ones are, it's 1 will be carry here 6. So 2 6 are 12. So it means what? 16 by 10. So it means 1.6 seconds. You know how to place the decimals, right? So this is the time period of that pendulum, 1.6 seconds. Right? So see here the formula for this problem is that what? Time period is equal to total time taken by the pendulum to the number of oscillations. So we know that the time period formula is what? Time taken by the wave to complete one oscillation. So here we have 20 many oscillations. That's why the total time taken by the pendulum to the number of oscillations. So this is the time period of that wave or the pendulum. So second problem, right? Second example. The bob of a simple pendulum takes 25.25 seconds. It means 0.25 seconds to go from one extreme position to the mean position. Then we have to calculate the what? Time period. What is the time period of that pendulum? So here for this solution, right? First we will draw the diagram for it. So this is what the angle. So here to this we have a pendulum. This is bob, right? So it is moving like this, right? So here extreme position is what? This is extreme position. This is what? Mean position. Again, this is extreme position. What they are telling the? So here, so this is extreme position. So this one is extreme position. So see here in question, the bob of a simple pendulum takes 0.25 second to go from one extreme position to the mean position. So this is one of the extreme position. This is also one of the extreme position of the simple pendulum. So to go from here to extreme position to mean position, it takes how much time? 0.25 second. From here to here, this travel will take 0.25 second. So what they have told? What is the time period of the pendulum? So time period of the pendulum, how we will calculate? When complete oscillation takes place, then only you will able to determine the time period of the pendulum, right? So we know that time period formula is what? The time taken by the wave to complete one oscillation. That is the time period formula. So here what they have given? First thing, a simple pendulum takes 0.25 seconds to go from one extreme position to the mean position. So here, to calculate the time period of this pendulum, we have to measure a full cycle of this pendulum, right? So here to here is one extreme position to mean position, then again mean position to extreme position, same time it takes. That is what? 0.25 second. Then extreme position to mean position it will come, it will take 0.25 second. Then mean position to extreme position it will take 0.25 second. Then it completes one oscillation. So that is the time period of this pendulum. So now what? The formula for this problem is what? Time period is equal to 4 times of how? Why 4 times? Because from extreme position to mean position 1, from mean position to extreme position 2, then extreme position to the mean position 3, then mean position to extreme position 4. So 4 times it is rotating, right? So therefore 4 times of what? One extreme position to the mean position. Motion of pendulum from extreme to mean position, right? So it means 4 into how much time they have given? 0.25 second. Now multiply, you will get 1.00. So it means what? So the time period of this pendulum is, what? 1 second. Right? I repeat this problem once again. See here. The bob of a simple pendulum takes 0.25 seconds to go from one extreme position to the mean position. So it means this bob to travel from this position to this position, it will take 0.25 seconds. So now what they were told? They told to calculate the time period of the pendulum. So how we are going to calculate time period of the pendulum? When the pendulum completes one cycle or is one oscillation. So it means, so from here to here is 1/4 of the oscillation. Then we have to measure from here. Then from again it comes back to its original position. Then it will take one full oscillation. So it is what? 4 times of the motion of the pendulum from extreme position to the mean position. That is 4 into time how much they have? 0.25 second. So 4 into 0.25 second is 1.00 second. So that's why the time period of the pendulum is what? 1 second. So the third problem is the distance travelled by the bob of a pendulum in one complete oscillation is 10 centimeter. So it means what? So here they have given the distance that travelled by the bob, the pendulum to complete one oscillation. That is what? 10 centimeter. So here what they are told to calculate? What is the amplitude of the oscillation? So here you have to calculate the amplitude. So amplitude means what? So it is the highest distance from the highest displacement or the distance from the mean position to the extreme position that you have to calculate. So by the diagram we are going to see here. So this is water, a pendulum, right, suspended, right. So it is water rotating from here to here, right. Okay. So what they have given here, the distance travelled by the pendulum in one complete oscillation is 10 centimeter. So it means what? This pendulum, this is what? Extreme position, this is mean position, again this is extreme position, right? So here the distance travelled by the pendulum in one complete oscillation is 10 centimeter. So to complete one oscillation, the pendulum has to go here, then again come back here. So the total distance is how much? 10 centimeter, not this much distance full from here to here, then again it is coming back. So this total distance is 10 centimeter, right? So from here to here, how much centimeter it will be? 5 centimeter. How? So because same distance is there, that's why it is rotating, right? So first thing, what they have told us. So what is the amplitude of the oscillation? So what is the amplitude of the oscillation? So we know that the amplitude formula, the here displacement from mean position to the extreme position. So from here to here distance we have to calculate. From the here distance from the displacement from the mean position to the extreme position, that we call it as a amplitude, right. So here they have given the distance of full one oscillation. So it means, so from mean position to extreme position, again extreme position to mean position to extreme position, then mean extreme position to mean position, then the bob is moving from mean position to extreme position. So it means it is 4 times moving, right. So the formula for the amplitude is there here. So amplitude is equal to, so amplitude is equal to what? So here 1/4 of the total distance travelled by the oscillation, or the complete distance of the pendulum, right. The distance 1/4 of the distance travelled by pendulum, right. So 1/4 into how much distance they have given? 10 centimeter. So now you divide this, right. So 10 by 4 you will get. So this is what? 2 2s are 2 5s are, so 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So the amplitude of the oscillation is, amplitude of the oscillation is 2.5 centimeter, right. So this is the amplitude of this oscillation, right. So once again, the distance travelled by the bob of a pendulum in one complete oscillation is 10 centimeter. So to complete, so in one oscillation, the bob will move from extreme position to mean position, then mean position to extreme position, then extreme position to mean position to extreme position. Then we say that is a one complete oscillation. So that distance, how much that one? 10 centimeter. They told me calculate the amplitude of the oscillation. So amplitude means what? The highest displacement from the mean position to the extreme position. So it means from here to here distance we have to calculate. So the amplitude is equal to 1/4 of the distance travelled by the pendulum. Why we are keeping 1/4 means what? Because the pendulum is moving from here to here one time, then again here to here twice, then extreme position to mean position, then thrice, then mean position to extreme position, then it completes one full oscillation. That's why 1/4 of the distance travelled by the pendulum. So 1/4 into the distance they have, how much they got? 10 centimeter. Then you multiply, then 1 into 10, 10 by 4, that is 2 2 are 4, 2 5s are 10. That is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5 centimeter. So the amplitude of the oscillation is 2.5 centimeter, right? So I hope you understood these all problems. If you have any doubt, please give a comment in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.